Hi everyone, hope you're well. Yeah, I did say a couple of weeks ago, well, when I finished restoring my RDO3, that I'd try and get myself a little sport cam to go out and actually film myself riding it and sort of give you my thoughts and feedback on it. So today I finally got myself a little GoPro. Not using it now. I didn't want to start going through the editing and learning all that. I'll do that tomorrow probably. So yeah, I got myself a little GoPro. I'll just quickly show you. It's not a great one. It's just pre-owned GoPro 10. It's only been used once or twice from the looks of it. Couple of spare batteries. So yeah, I've got to get the mic. I've ordered the little media case for it. I also got myself a new seat cover and some yellow headlight bulbs and some Oxford heated grips, a little double USB port, voltmeter, a new MOSFET regulator, and a multi-pack of cable ties. Boom. Yeah, because I did say in my last video that I had hopefully secured the purchase of an XRV 750. Very, very long story, as short as possible. I put a post up on the XRV UK owners group just asking if anyone had one for sale. Somebody messaged me straight away saying that they had one that wasn't for sale, but I could buy it if I wanted. It had 18,000 miles. Just give them a call if I was interested. Must admit, I did think it was a scam at first, but then I realised that I had actually spoken to this guy 6 months ago. He'd asked me a few questions about cleaning up bolts when I was doing my restoration. So yeah, I gave him a call, and he said that he had this RDO7 that he'd bought. What was it? I think he'd bought it in February of this year, and that his plan was to ride it this year and then do it up over the summer because it just needs some cosmetic work, and that he's a long distance lorry driver and he's only ridden it 2 or 3 times and he's just not going to get round to doing it. So yeah, he was on the other side of the country. I asked him how much he wanted. There's two XRV RDO7s for sale in the UK at the moment with similar mileage. One's got 18,000 and it's £7,000, and another one has got 19,000 and I think that's around £8,000. So I was expecting it's going to be like minimum £5,000, and that is really my sort of maximum budget that I wanted to spend. But he said I want 3.6 for it. And I was like, right, okay, that's pretty interesting. And then I said I was going to hire a van and go over there, and he said, "Oh, I've got a friend who can deliver it." And I thought, "Oh, here we go, yeah, like, transfer the money and the bike don't turn up." So I just messaged back and said, "Look, you can get it delivered, but I can't pay a penny until the bike's here." So he messaged me back and said, "Oh, look, if you got any worries or doubts, don't." So I phoned him up, and I just said to him, "Look, if you know the delivery driver, then just tell him not to unload the bike until I've paid for it, and then that way, you're safe." And he just said, "Look, Dan, don't worry, we'll just get the bike delivered, and then once you've got it there, then you can transfer the money." And I'm still kind of thinking, is this a scam? But no, because I'm not paying anything out, not until the bike's here. So yeah, really kind of him to do that. And I think the only reason he did that is because of YouTube, because he seen me on YouTube, and he kind of felt like he could trust me, which was, yeah, it's a really good thing. So yeah, we organised the delivery. In the end, it wasn't his friend. His friend didn't do it anymore, so I got a private company to do it, and it turned up this morning. So here she is. I'll just quickly. She's actually just. I've been out on her today for about 3 hours, and she's just gone over the 19,000 mile mark. Yeah, I mean, he did say that she needed some cosmetic work doing. The rear wheel has been replaced because the other one was rotten, so that's actually the spokes. I think they may be stainless. I'm not sure, but that rim's okay. Front one has got some pitting on it, a little bit, may not focus in properly. Need to use my new camera. And the spokes, yeah, I mean, they may clean up. Yeah, what else was it? Oh, the chain, it needs a new chain on it, because that is right at the end. You can see, I mean, that is at it. So I'm going to be ordering a new chain tonight. Um, what else? What else? I mean, it's just, you know, usual thing. They lose the paint and start to sort of rust up, or just, it's only surface rust, just sort of scab up. And the front on the downpipe, which is a real commonplace, that does, it looks terrible, but again, it is only surface rust. So that is going to be my little project over the winter. It's nothing major. It would just literally just be strip it back a bit, check all of the frame, and just sort of rub it down and paint it up where it needs it. Um, Also, I did notice today when I left my garage with my ridiculously steep drive that goes straight into a road that the front brakes are pretty much non-existent. Um, I mean, there's double the discs, double the calipers, double the pistons of my RDO3, and yet that probably has 20% of the braking power. I can literally pull the lever as hard as I can, almost back to the grip, and it does nothing more than slow me down. Like, honestly, it's like putting your feet out to slow yourself down. So I've got to sort that out. I'm going to bleed the brakes maybe tonight. I'm just going to order new master cylinder rebuild kit, new rebuild kit, new pistons for the calipers. So I'll strip those down. I'm going to order braided lines as well. It's already got a braided line on the rear, but not on the front. So I'm going to get those in braided. I'm going to order those tonight. I will probably get onto good old MDN Special, who I do love, and get some new radiator covers for it. I've already ordered some lower foot pegs from MDN Special, and a headlight guard, which is very similar to this one. They do two different types of the RDO7. There's one that's like this, where it actually sticks out, and then there's one that sits sort of flush to the headlight. And I've gone for the one that sits sort of more flush. So yeah, that'll be here in a week or two, because I've ordered it with the foot pegs, and the foot pegs are still being made. As on back order, because the first lot sold out straight away. But the indicators are all in pretty good condition. Um, yeah, all of the trip meter works, and I couldn't believe how accurate that is. I had my phone on sat nav, and I reset the trip meter when my phone turned to saying 20 miles to my next junction. I reset the trip meter, and it was literally exact, like not even 100 meters out. It was absolutely exact to the sat nav. So yeah, I was quite surprised and pleased with that. So yeah, I mean, obviously the paintwork isn't perfect. I mean, it's 25 years old, but it's pretty good. I mean, once I start polishing that up, it should come up okay. Little scratch there or nick there, tiny little one there. I mean, it's nothing to write home about. I've got my little bag straps on. I rode it for, like I say, I rode it for about 3 hours today, and it was, the last hour was in the peeing rain. Yeah, the seat's got a little split in it, but to be honest, even if that split wasn't there, I would be ordering a new cover anyway, because when I rode this today, it's like sitting on greased cling film. It's so slippery. I've never known a seat as slippery as this, because all this is gone, I think. And every time you touch the brake, even though it doesn't work, I slide forward. So yeah, I mean, the brakes isn't a major thing. I've checked the pads there; they look like brand new. So the thing is these rubber brake lines, they're just no good after a few years. Or what happens is, when you pull the brake, instead of the pressure of the liquid going through, like the brake fluid going through and activating the piston, it basically just expands the rubber. That's why you have the braided ones. I know I'm teaching a lot of people to suck eggs, but there's some people that won't know that. So yeah, like I say, she just needs a good old clean up. The centre stand is quite rusty. That needs taking off, cleaning up, and repainting. the Pro Link at the rear. You can't see it in this light, unfortunately, but the Pro Link at the rear, has only got one. But yeah, that's really quite rusted up. So I'm going to be taking that off and cleaning it all up, replacing the bearings and the collars. I did say actually on Facebook and to a few friends that when I got this, I was planning on putting a Nitron R1 rear shock with remote preload and the Andrini front fork cartridges in it. But after riding it, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the suspension. And to be honest, I don't feel like spending that much money on it. I will go into this. I'm going to do another video tomorrow. The difference between the RD07 and the RD03 is, it's bizarre. It's yeah, I'll explain it tomorrow. But I've ridden this. I mean, you got to remember I haven't really bonded with this bike yet. So I've only ridden it sort of 3 hours. I only got it this morning, but I haven't fallen in love with it in the same way that I did when I first rode Bugs. She's called the RD03. Yeah, I'll go into that tomorrow. But it's my next little project. So I mean, I was planning on keeping her when I got her, but now I've ridden her. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her, but I'll explain it tomorrow. But yeah, she's a nice bike. I mean, quite a good little find, especially for 3,600. I mean, when you compare what people are asking for them in the UK, if you're not in the UK, by the way, if you're in Europe, honestly, it's absolutely insane the prices that some people ask, like the dealers. A lot of private sellers ask sensible or sensible-ish prices. But like I say, there's dealerships asking sort of 17, Jesus, asking £7,000 for bikes with same mileage. Obviously, they probably haven't got all that on the frame, but that's not too much to sort out. So yeah, anyway, sorry to waffle on a little bit, but that's me. So I'm gonna start working on that tomorrow. Gonna do probably the regulator rectifier. Might do my heated grips tomorrow. I've noticed quite a bad oil leak as well. I'm hoping it's just where the oil filter hasn't been done up, because that looks like that's where it's coming from. So I've got to check that out. But yeah, it's all bits for me to do. The brakes are my main thing, though. I've got to sort those out first, because I don't really want to ride it, to be honest, until then. Oh, and also, I don't know, any of you eagle-eyed people, I doubt if you noticed, rear tyre. Now, the tread is supposed to push the water out of the tyre when it rotates, not push it inwards, because someone has put that tyre on back to front. So it's, yeah, I've got to sort that out. And this tyre, what is it, Mitas Granite, I think it is. Yeah, can't stand that. I mean, it's a new tyre, but I'm just going to get the TKC70 straight away. I really didn't get on with that today, especially in the wet. Hideous tyre in the wet. I literally could not I mean, I'm really gentle with my brakes, very gentle. I rarely use them, but I couldn't even touch the rear brake on that without the rear wheel locking up. So yeah, new tyres, sort out the brakes, that's my first thing. But it's all stuff to do. So anyway, yeah, I will see you soon. You take care. Bye bye.